calm.
We're Coast Country, and we're Delmarva proud.
It's been a while since we've checked in with these adorable critters at Coastal Wilds, one of my favorite places to go.
Oh, you know it's one of my favorite places to be.
Oh yeah, that's like, if you could come up with Leoland, it'd probably
That's it. Yes,
be that.
Animals everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just you get to interact with them, feed them. I still want to do the otter swim that they offer.
You have to. Yes.
I've never heard everybody just raves about it when all the people I've talked to that have done the otter swim.
Haven't heard anyone regret doing the otter swim.
No regrets.
No regrets there. So we are going to get to them a little bit more today, right?
Yeah, today or tomorrow.
Today or tomorrow, okay, whichever day. But don't worry, for now, we are your hosts. I'm Paige Marley.
I'm Leah Rizzo, and we always start the show talking about things that you can bring to the office with you tomorrow, or maybe to the dinner table with you tonight. And this might be a fun one to ask the family or ask your coworkers. But say there's an emergency scenario.
Okay.
Your family and pets are a given. All right,
Okay.
so they can't be what you pick. This is sort of like the lottery question. When you ask, oh, what would you do if you won millions of dollars?
Yeah.
Like, what's the most selfish thing you would
yeah.
buy?
Because
Like,
we're all going to give to charity. We're all going to do that. Blah,
Yes,
blah, blah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is a similar question, but like, what personal item or items are you grabbing in like the first 5 minutes before you get out?
This one's rough, and
It's a tough one.
It's really tough, and we have this, like, I think I've talked about my safe before. This like massive, huge, taller than me safe my fiance has in our living room. That's
Fun.
a story for another day. But it has all of like our important documents in it, and then also like our wedding, like has like his wedding ring in there right now and stuff like that, and there's like important things to us. So part of me is like, oh, I'd grab that, but I can't
even get in.
grab the whole safe. You know what I mean? Like if there's an emergency and I'm like doing the numbers, turning the thing, like I would be gone by then. So I have no idea what I could just grab. What's my time limit again?
Let's say 5 minutes.
I would probably give myself like 2 minutes to like get the code going and grab as much as I can out of the safe.
Yeah. Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, it's such a hard question. I feel like sometimes photos are a popular answer, like you want to grab pictures of your people. I always feel like maybe a sketchbook.
Photos, duh.
But I feel like sketchbook is usually one that I bring to like a deserted island. That's my answer to that question. I'm like, just something to do forever.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So yeah, I guess pictures.
Oh, you know what else? Honestly, I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna grab as much of my underwear and socks as I can, because at that point, it's not gonna stay in the same clothes. I don't know what we're doing with the emergency is, which
That's not
desert
important,
island
yeah.
we're going to, but I need clean undies.
Yes, that's a good, and actually people's answers varied by generation, interestingly enough. Boomers, I think, were more likely to say the wedding rings, the jewelry, the much more sentimental items, things that like, I think some people even said like paintings that their parents had done when they were kids. Younger generations were more inclined, like shoes was a popular answer of just like, because you're gonna need shoes if you're in an emergency.
Oh shoot, you're right.
but
Chapstick.
Chapstick. That's a good one.
Oh, now I'm thinking I need to put like extra underwear and chapstick.
like your purse, because like your
Yes.
purse is gonna have chapstick in it, and your wallet most likely. So like you can kind of you can fill in the gaps for a little while.
That's
so
a good point.
Maybe like a few photos and my purse on the way out, and that's what I'm grabbing.
Excedrin extra strength.
You got it.
I'm gonna get like all these, like a little stash. I'm gonna hide it in my safe, and then when people are like, what do you keep in that safe?" and they open it up and it's just extra socks and Excedrin.
Right.
You don't get it. It's for an
It's for the
emergency.
emergency.
Scenario. Yes, the scenario I made up in my head. But honestly, I mean, there might be a time you wish you had all that.
There could be, right? And so we're just trying to keep it light and fun.
Yeah.
We're not. That's why we're not telling you the nature of this fictional emergency that we're describing.
It's a zombie
but-
apocalypse.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
exactly. So just kind of come up with maybe what's your material answer to that question? What are you grabbing in that emergency?
I actually think my final answer is going to be chapstick.
That's a good
Because
one.
when you're already miserable, and then you have chapped lips,
The way that escalates a bad day to worst day of your life.
that it's awful. So I think it's going to be that.
Yes, there were many a times I feel like in my carnival working days where like if it was sunny and windy and just like the elements that like I would be having an okay time, you
Yeah.
know, where I'm like, yeah, I'm working, but it's
Right.
all right. But like I wouldn't be saying anything, and my boss would be like, is she all right? And I'm like, no, my lips are just really chapped.
I
and
can't move my lips.
That's miserable for me.
It's the worst feeling.
It is.
Yeah, so that's a good one. Okay, so what was your like number one?
I think photos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
More
fair
so
enough.
than my purse, because
Okay.
who knows what's in my purse? Mostly receipts and
Yeah.
trash. So.
Me, don't even go in my purse. I pulled pizza out of my purse the other day.
Oh, purse pizza.
Thank you. And like a couple of the guys were like, and I think a couple of the girls in the office were like, no, it makes sense.
I went to a party with purse cookies once. You know,
you get it.
just in case.
You get it.
Well, something's not good.
That'll be another COASTLIFE segment. What's in your purse?
What's in your purse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably freak a few people out, but it was fine.
Before diving into the show that we have for you today, or what's something that we all do? We know we all do it, but we never admit that we do it. You know, it's sort of that secret thing that we do, but nobody talks about it. But then, like, you see something on the internet, and everybody's in the comments like, "We all live the same life."
Literally.
I've never had an original experience.
Literally, I always think I have. I think some of the obvious ones, we all pee in the shower, and we have all peed in a pool. Yeah.
It's
And if you're like, ew,
Ocean.
I haven't. Yes,
You're
you
not
have.
better than us.
No, you have. If you haven't, you're a liar.
I think, yeah, those are good ones. I think sometimes, too, when you do the little, like, you're walking down the street, the little the little wedge undo.
Oh, yeah.
The little something's not quite right.
That's
so
a
you're
good
like,
one.
Sneaky undo.
Making up fake scenarios in your head, whether it's in a long car ride, before bed, but just thinking of those, and then you wake up the next morning and you're like, this really was a big
Sometimes
deal.
they're arguments, sometimes they're concerts, the interviews I've done in my head.
Oh, yeah. All those.
Amazing.
Oh my God, Twilight era was always like, if Edward Cullen came to my room right now,
What would he think?
what would he think? And then like suddenly you're like cleaning your room, and
Yeah, my
He's
world
not
tour.
coming.
The shampoo bottles and the soaps have really gotten quite the experience.
oh yeah,
Eras Tora who? Like Eras Tora who?
exactly. Yeah.
It's me.
I saw this one funny thing, and it was like when we were kids, and I'm like, when we were kids, I kind of low-key still do this, but when you hear a song and you're like in the car and you're making up like the music video for it, and you're in the music video.
Yes.
Yes. When did that stop?
And that's why I love when somebody fesses up to these sorts of things,
Yes.
because then everybody can breathe a little sigh of relief where you're like, yes, I do that. And
Yes.
I do still do that because I'm
course.
like, and sometimes there's characters, like there's a whole, I'm a daydreamer, a fairly vivid daydreamer.
Even if you don't do it all the time, you've done it. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we were at the mall the other day, and I was walking by something, I don't remember, and I remember I kind of like all of a sudden like checked my posture and sat up, and my fiance was laughing at me. He was like, do you also check yourself in the reflection? Like, did you just catch a self-check? I'm like, of course I did.
Yeah.
Every quick little mirror. It's not like, and it's not a vain thing.
No,
it's
it's
not
just
like
to make sure you're still all right.
if there's a mirror, I'm gonna be like, everything good? Okay.
Yeah, how are we looking?
Yeah, exactly.
Something sticking up?
Right, those little sunglass mirrors, I'm like, okay, we're good. You know? Anything like that.
Yeah, I think those, I remember one time, back to the sort of like daydream scenario, this wasn't that long ago. This was on a road trip, I think in like 2018. And we got to south of the border between the Carolinas.
Yes.
And it's like abandoned. There's nobody there. And I was like, this would be a hilarious scene in like an apocalypse style where I'm like, your heroes roll up, they're at south of the border, like there's already bandits or some group that's already set up there. They're like the lookouts and the sombrero, like
Yes.
And I'm like seeing the whole thing, and I'm like the shootout starts, and people are hiding behind the bunny rabbit and the giant dinosaur, and I'm like this is what it's like.
And suddenly you're like, where am I again?
Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, but I saw it. I was like, I have to write it.
Yes.
I haven't written it yet.
Oh, that's okay. You'll get there. Oh, what about the you readers out there? How many of you? I've self-admitted this 100 times. If the main character in your book doesn't really like the description doesn't look like you, doesn't matter. It's always you.
I think I do less of that, and I think more if like somebody doesn't match a description that you're thinking of, like they don't match the description that you think suits their personality better. So like
Yes.
you'll envision an entirely different character.
That's a good point. Actually, you're right. Because if I don't look like the main character, I'm not going to make myself look like, or if I don't, my
Right.
personality's not like her.
Yeah.
But I will for if like there's a side character.
Yeah.
But I'm in the story somehow.
Somewhere, yeah. I think that self-insertion narrative, like
Yeah.
a lot of people do that. I think a lot of authors do that. That's why they write a lot
Right.
of books.
Right. So if you think that you were weird, you're not, and the human experience is not unique.
We're all in it together.
Aren't we all?
But we've got a show to get to. Our field correspondent, Spencer Tober's going to tell us what's coming up today on Coastline.
Fall is here. We're going to be talking about one of the best features of the season, football. You don't have to go down under to hang out with some kangaroos. Leah's visiting an interactive zoo here on Delmarva. Two friends mix their personal and professional relationship with each other. Drama ensues on our Spill the Tea. All that and more coming up on Coast Life.
Coast Life is sponsored by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group.
One, two, three.
Let's get back to business. This is your step 2. What to, what not to. How to get bigger, better. Team Snoop, quit playing, man.
You are flavorful.
The Voice, new September 23rd on NBC and Peacock.
Too many doctors treat symptoms, not people.
I don't think this man is in a coma. He's in there.
If you can hear me, look up.
Okay.
Brilliant Minds, September 23rd on NBC and Peacock.
Every visit is an adventure at Browse About Books in Rehoboth Beach. Search our hand-picked book collection and find something in every genre. From bestsellers to some of our staff picks, you'll uncover a new adventure every time. After you've browsed our extensive book selection, explore our gift shop, where you'll find an exciting array of toys, gifts, Rehoboth-themed items, and home decor. Browse About Books on Rehoboth Avenue, a fun, friendly place to shop for books and so much more.
Cancer will make you wake up real quick. You get in touch with your mortality. You really do. I just wanted cancer to be removed. And robotics was the best way. Let's get it done. I arrived at BB at 9 a.m. I was walking back home at 4 p.m. That stood out, that I could have major surgery and be home in less than 8 hours later. Robotic surgery worked for me. It really did. It's changed my life.
We know you have better things to do with your time than cleaning. At Heather's Homeworks, we invest in giving you back your time, taking the stress off of your shoulders. For over 20 years, we provided excellent housekeeping services throughout Sussex County. Our team of professionally trained cleaners use non-toxic, all-purpose cleaning solutions to protect your pets, loved ones, and all surfaces in your home to ensure you're cared for and have peace of mind. Visit heathershomeworks.com or call today.
We can do it!
The Berlin Chamber of Commerce presents the Berlin Fiddlers Convention, Friday, September 20th and Saturday, September 21st. Enjoy live bluegrass music and tons of artists' food and fun. Don't miss the Berlin Fiddlers Convention. More info at berlinchamber.org.
Now that you've heard the rest, you can hear the best. Who can be with the S and have this on your chest?
Snoop joins The Voice Monday, September 23rd. Set your DVR now.
Coast Life, you may have noticed that I did a little swapping of my outfits here, and it's all for a very good cause. Joining us on the Coast Life couch is Nicole Pickles with Cancer Support Community Delaware, which is really just a wonderful organization. You're the executive director, and you're here talking about a really fun and important event coming up, your Pink Affair Luncheon and Boutique.
Yes, October 17th.
Yes, so why don't we start with the obvious, the fit change here.
Yes.
Who am I wearing and why are we talking about it?
So you are wearing St. John.
Stand up, I'll model a little for you. Yep.
Thank you. You are wearing St. John knit, a St. John jacket and a short skirt, and a cream undergarment. And this you look fabulous.
It is so cute. I mean, the outfit does all the work.
Yes, no, it doesn't. You look very cute in that outfit.
Thank
you. The outfit will be for sale in the Pink Boutique, October 17th at our Pink Affair Luncheon.
Yes, so where is the luncheon and how can people get involved with it?
So the luncheon is being held at Solero on Rehoboth Avenue at the top of the Henlopen Hotel.
Yes.
The event begins at 10 o'clock. The luncheon starts at 11:30, and then the boutique begins after the luncheon.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, who doesn't love a lovely lunch followed by some fun shopping to do? But what does this event really help you guys do as Cancer Support Community Delaware?
So Cancer Support Community Delaware provides emotional support, healthy lifestyle, and healthy lifestyle classes and educational workshops to cancer patients, caregivers, and their loved ones in Sussex County.
Yes.
So this money that is raised for this event goes to our bottom line and helps critical programming in Sussex County. So it's a very important signature event for us, one that we have held every year. We hold it in different spots in Sussex County. So this year it's at Solero, last year it was Solero. We have held it at Rehoboth Beach Country Club. We've held it at Lewis Yacht Club. So it's really quite a popular event, and we have about 160 people that will attend this event.
That's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
And a lot of people helping make a difference. I know Madeline Overturf, our very own from Coast TV News, she's going to be the MC for the event, which is lots of fun. She's always great.
Yes, she is, and she does a wonderful job, and she knows our organization well.
Yes.
So we are very, very pleased to have her back again this year.
Absolutely. So where can people go to get tickets for the event? When do they need tickets by?
So we are selling quickly, which we're really very happy about. You can go to cancersupportdelaware.org and go on our website and click on Pink Affair, and the sponsorship and the tickets are there.
Perfect. And one more time, the when and where of the event for folks who maybe weren't paying attention the first time.
October 17th, cancersupportdelaware.org. And begins at 10 o'clock. 11:30 is lunch, and Pink Affair Boutique is directly afterwards.
Yes, and this is not the only amazing outfit. This was just one of the options that you provided me with.
Yes.
And all of the others were super cute. It was a tough decision to make, but this was the one that felt most me. But I'm happy that somebody else will be purchasing this outfit and wearing it for a good cause.
Yes, and people donate their high-end retail pieces to the Pink Affair.
Awesome.
So we have many, many racks of beautiful clothing, jewelry, accessories, bags. So come out, buy a ticket, and have a wonderful day with us.
Yes, it is. It's going to be so much fun. So we're going to give you a minute to buy that ticket. So go do that right now. COASTLIFE's going to take a quick break, but when we get back, we're going to be checking in with a local principal.
I like to know what my patients are experiencing, to feel how they're feeling. We must see the world through their lens.
I believe you can't treat a patient without understanding who they really are.
You see the stuff the rest of us miss. It's a gift.
I choose to walk with my patients, find a path forward when nobody else will.
NBC's Brilliant Minds, September 23rd. Set your DVR.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division like myself in cabinetry to ensure that you have the best product to fit your needs. And your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your project.
It was very important to find somebody that was knowledgeable in the whole picture, the cabinetry, the appliances, and the countertop. We are delighted with the outcome.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Peninsula Home Care proudly serves the beautiful communities of Delaware and Maryland, with a team of compassionate nurses, therapists, and social work at your service. We are here to help you regain your strength and independence right in the comfort of your home. Our team actively engages in our community, including ongoing education with our partners. From hospital to home, Peninsula Home Care is your hometown home care, right by your side since 1985.
Spark your senses at the Spice and Tea Exchange in Rehoboth Beach. Food lovers, home chefs, and tea enthusiasts rejoice. Smell and sample your way through hundreds of exotic spices and teas from around the world. Our signature blends and rubs are hand-mixed daily to ensure the highest quality and freshness. Talk to our tea experts and learn the wellness benefits of drinking fresh, loose-leaf premium teas. Find a tasteful gift for that special someone or join us for an in-store cooking demo. Find your way to flavor at the Spice and Tea Exchange on the Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. Sister locations in Annapolis, Maryland, and Old Town Alexandria, Virginia.
As I get older, I was getting a little off balance. Got recommendations for baths by Bicep Brothers. I love my shower. It's perfect for me. My favorite part was probably how quick and easy it was. They came in the morning and they were done by afternoon. I definitely wanted the grab bars. They also put the seat in, which was very nice. The wand is good, especially if you're sitting. So much safer to get in and out of now. It seems like my showers are quicker that way. So it's perfect.
The unit that I have was 19 years old, so I knew I was on borrowed time. Well, I called Above and Beyond, and Sean came out. He looked at the unit, he called around the house. At no time did I ever feel pressure to buy anything, and he also told me about some other great deals that were going on. Free financing, a rebate, and an energy credit. They showed up on time to come put the unit. This is is fabulous. It's not this cling clang again. It was so quiet. They're a small company, but they do go above and beyond.
Well, it is that time. Maybe you're just getting home from school. You just picked up your kids from school. Maybe you have practice. We know school is back in session, so there's a lot going on. And no one really knows that better than the principal of Stephen Decatur High School. We have Tom Seitz on the couch today. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, we're happy to have you back. We talked to you last year, so if you don't remember, you were really just like this local guy. I know you weren't necessarily born here, but you run businesses on Delmarva. You were part of the Ocean City Beach Patrol. Just kind of reintroduce yourself to our viewers, if you don't mind.
Okay. Well, again, I'm Tom Seitz. I'm the principal of Stephen Decatur High School, the proud principal of a wonderful school. I've lived here for most of my life. I've been in the Worcester County Public School System for 29 years now. Great place to work. I love my students, the teachers, the community. It's just a wonderful place to work and live.
Yeah, definitely. And if maybe your kids don't go to Stephen Decatur, or you didn't or don't, you've heard of it because you guys you're killing it, to say the least. I mean, you in sports, in academics, what have you been up to this past year?
Well, this past year was, I think, probably one of the most successful years that we've had. Is certainly me as the principal, and I'm entering my 7th year as the principal of Stephen Decatur High School. Last year our test scores were fantastic. Our AP test scores were the highest they've ever been. Wow. Students scoring 3s, 4s, and 5s, which gets them college credit when they move on. So that was wonderful. Our sports teams have just had a phenomenal year with our football team capturing their first state championship. Our wrestling team are 5-time state champions. I can go through so many of our teams. Our boys basketball team was a semifinalist, as well as our baseball team. Wow. And all of our teams are successful at Decatur. But it's just not just sports. It's everything. It's the musicians. It's our children's theater. I could go down the list of all the great things that take place at Stephen Decatur High School and the success each and every year. And last year was one of those great years.
Wow. What's the secret? Because I think a lot of high schools are known maybe for academics, they're known for sports, maybe one or the other, but you mentioned your theater, your musicians. What's the secret to having a well-rounded school?
I think it's just a buy-in of a culture. Kids genuinely want to be there. They are happy students, walk in the halls, in the classrooms. The teachers buy in. The whole staff. Everybody loves the Decatur way. That's our motto, the way to grow.
I love that. A lot of parents are, of course, watching Coast Life right now. What do you want them to know going into this school year? Not necessarily just for Stephen Decatur, but what do you want parents to know about their kids going into this year?
I say this at Freshman Seahawk Day every year, and it's very true. We bring in our freshmen during the summer, right before school starts, and we bring the parents in now as well. We've changed up. And I tell the parents this, and I'm going to tell everybody, and this goes for any school anywhere, get involved. The students who are the most involved, sports, clubs, drama, theater, band, music, ROTC, VEX Robotics, I could go down a massive list. But those students who get involved with the school are the ones who are really the most successful.
That's great advice. Wow. I'm actually starting to plan my 10-year high school reunion with some of my friends, and it's so crazy how fast time flies. I think getting involved is huge. We do, of course, you mentioned state champs for football last year. Are we doing it again this year?
Our football team started off the year with a big win at home last week against Queen Anne, so I want to say yes. Okay. We're going to continue that success. All of our fall sports teams have kicked off with great seasons so far.
You are so impressive, and I love your pride for your school. I think every high schooler, maybe especially ones who were struggling, they wish they had a principal like you. So I think you're setting a very good example. And I do have one more question before I let you go, though.
Okay.
So you think Stephen Decatur is going to make it all the way? I need to ask you pro football. Not who you're rooting for necessarily. Who do you think is going to make it all the way?
Of course, I want to go with who I'm rooting for because I'm a diehard Steeler fan. Okay. But I will, it's just really hard to unseat a champion like the Chiefs, who have had such a great run. There's nothing really experience. When you have that kind of experience in those big games, it goes a long way. So if I had to pick right now,
Yeah.
I'd say the Chiefs are going to three-peat.
All right, perfect. Well, there is a reason that I asked him that. I'm not going to tell you yet, guys. You got to stick with us. You're going to find out why we asked Principal Seitz that question. For right now, though, thank you so much for being here, and good luck the rest of the school year.
Thank you. I appreciate having me.
Of course, of course. Go Stephen Decatur. I hope you guys are football champs again. That was so fun last year. Next, though, we're going to spill some tea on Coast Life, so we'll be right back.
Discover 32794 Pear Tree Road in Millsboro, a custom 4-bed, 2-bath home on 6.29 acres. With over 2,000 square feet, cherry wood floors, and 9-foot ceilings, the open layout is bright and elegant. Anderson windows and a Pella front door add style and security. This private retreat, perfect for nature lovers, offers plenty of space to relax or entertain. It's a peaceful blend of elegance and tranquility. Happy Place of the Week is sponsored by the Parker Group.
Coastal Bath takes care of their customers. Quality products, lifetime warranty, and great service.
We chose Coastal Bath Company to replace our shower because of the team there. I had worked with them professionally, and I always found them to be down to earth and friendly, and we knew we could trust that they were going to help us find exactly what we were looking for in our price range.
For a limited time, get the tile or marble look with Coastal's free laser etch design upgrade.
I am so proud of our shower, and I never want to get out.
Call Coastal Bath today.
Celebrate the season with the 4 best days of fall at Sunfest. Experience the ultimate celebration of food, drinks, arts, crafts, and entertainment along the boards from October 24th to the 27th. Embrace fall by enjoying a seaside tractor ride, chilling around a beach bonfire, navigating a corn maze, or participating in a pet and bicycle event. Shop around over 200 arts and crafts vendors. Immerse yourself in music with an incredible lineup of free musical performances. Enjoy the free family fun all day. For more information, visit ococean.com/sunfest.
Unwind, work off stress, and be comfortably true to who you are with Jab and Flow. We're dedicated to creating a balance of physical and mental wellness for your best life. You don't have to get in the ring, be a hardcore yogi, or train like a pro athlete to become part of our community. We teach boxing fundamentals with a fun variety of yoga, Pilates, and fitness classes for drop-ins and members of all levels. On Route 1 between Rehoboth and Dewey with plenty of free parking.
Surface Solutions is rolling across Delmarva, providing the best asphalt and concrete installation for your home or business. Our professional team is transforming the asphalt industry with an impeccable reputation for quality. We guarantee a timely response, unparalleled customer service, and a detailed free estimate in days, not weeks. Call the exterior surface specialists at Surface Solutions and ask about our special financing rates as low as 0%.
Call the professionals at Surface Solutions and discover the difference.
Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach is Delaware's premier restaurant. Located in Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the coastal flavors of southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of ales and cocktails, Blue Coast is the perfect place for a night out or celebrate any occasion in our private library dining space. Blue Coast Rehoboth, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner with plenty of free parking. See you soon.
Spill the Tea is sponsored by the Spice and Tea Exchange of Rehoboth.
All right, it is Thursday, so you guys have been sending us some drama. We've been going through all of it, and we picked some drama we think we can maybe share our opinions on.
Yeah, maybe work through it together.
Maybe.
But, maybe. In order to spill that drama, we also need the tea to spill from our friends at the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. And today we are drinking vanilla pecan oolong tea.
Very good. And we're pairing it with vanilla pecan sugar.
Yes, because not only do they have a wonderful selections of spices and teas, they also have some fun sugars, salts, stuff like that too.
That's right. And this, I'm even like a coffee drinker in the mornings. I do tea in the evenings, but I put some of this in my coffee today. It was really good. It even has little bits of pecan in it, which I did not expect.
Yeah, I even sometimes put the teas in my coffee when I brew it, and
That's so cool.
that's really nice too.
As like a flavor?
Yes.
A sugar-free flavor?
You got it.
Whatever you're thinking. Cool.
Yes, but this sumptuous complexity of oolong tea is masterfully entwined with the warm, toasty notes of pecan and the rich sweetness of vanilla, enriched by cocoa nibs. Each soothing sip evokes the spirit of the fall season.
Yeah, I think we've had this one once before, and we liked it.
I think we did too. We've liked all the the fall flavors that we've tried so far.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard not to win with those. So I'll get to spill in, you get to spill in.
All right, so we have some friend/coworker drama today, so I'm excited for this. So basically, there's this girl, and she works kind of in a team at work, and they've been needing some help.
Okay.
So she recommended her friend, who has some experience in this career field, come in and help. So they hired her.
Okay.
So they hired her friend, and her coworker started coming to her like, "Hey, your friend isn't doing what she should be doing. She's not very helpful." And she agrees. She's like, yeah, she's not doing what she needs to be doing. The boss got involved. He's told this friend like, "Hey, this isn't working out. You're not doing great. I need this X, Y, and Z from you." She's still not really meeting what they need her to meet. So the woman who wrote in now says she knows the boss is going to fire her friend. She has not told her. She doesn't want to tell her. She did have a talk with her. She was like, "Listen, I need to like hype you up. I need to get you excited. Like, what can we do to make sure you're liking this job and you're helping?" And it just hasn't changed. So she wants to know, is she in the right or the wrong for not telling her friend that she's getting fired? This is really rough.
That is rough, because I mean, I would imagine it is some sort of like HIPAA violation to tell somebody if you know.
I know what
you're
you
not
mean.
supposed to know.
Some like equivalent of
like
it.
there might be, some sort of legal loophole that like you're not supposed to say something, but like off the books as a friend, you could say, "Hey, you might want to start looking," you know, just in case.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the side of the person who wrote in.
Yeah, well, especially because like it sounds like that person has done everything in her power to keep her friend on board, saying, "Hey, what can we do to get you excited?" It's not like she just left her to her own devices. Like she heard the whispers and she's saying, "Let's get you on the same page and doing what you're supposed to be doing."
Right.
And if they're not following through, then I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, and it's kind of her reputation too. I mean, if I brought a friend in to help us out on Coast Life and
they weren't doing what they were supposed to.
No, it could make me look bad.
Everybody'd be like, "Paige, your friend isn't doing their job."
Right, and then that can separate you from your coworkers because they don't want to go to you and complain about your friend. It just gets messy. It's one of the reasons why I try not to like, not that I'm worried about this now, but like date people at work. That's always been my rule for me.
Oh, it's been a rule for me too.
Yeah, yeah. Which I know for some people it works out, and that's great.
For lots of people it works out, but I'm like, you know what? I like my distance. I don't want my work and home life to be the same.
Exactly, exactly that. So I think she did the right thing. I would say if she didn't go to her at all, then you'd be a bad friend.
Yes.
She offered no help.
That's kind of where I think at this point it's on her friend, and you know, you're gonna learn. And again, maybe the very least she could do is kind of hint like, you might want to start looking for something else. But like,
I also think it depends too, because I always think if this was like my best friend Haley, right?
Right.
I'm telling Haley. But if it was like a really good friend, then I'm not telling you, which I know sounds bad, but it's just the way it is.
No, but I'm kind of with you. Like that's not your responsibility. That's not your job. I mean, even as a friend, I feel like it's not. You did your duty as a friend in saying, "Hey, get it together."
You tried helping her get a job.
Or else they might let you go.
Right. You did what you could. You got her a job. That's already nice enough.
Right.
Yeah. So good luck with that one. I hope she never finds out that you knew.
Whew.
Yeah. Just don't tell her you knew. Be like, "What?"
Yep. I'd play dumb on that one.
Yeah. Sorry. Honesty is not always the best.
That's a rough
policy.
one. Yeah. Oh.
I know. Oh wait, did we put sugar in this? We did last time.
We did last time. I think.
Okay, I'm gonna try it bare then this time. Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
That's interesting. I do like that a lot.
I do too. I think the sugar makes it just a little bit sweeter, like sweet enough. I think I would add the sugar. Now, having tried it both ways now.
That's, shall I say, this actually might be one of my favorite teas.
Oh.
I really like that one. I like the nutty flavor. It's not too much.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to go buy that one.
Yes, which you can do at the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. So write down vanilla pecan oolong tea, and we'll be back.
Nice.
Accurate termite and pest control. Our professional pest management program includes year-round protection, 4 seasonal visits or more, and pest-free peace of mind. Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
Coastal Comfort knows there's no place like home. It's where we can be totally comfortable being ourselves, making a mess, making improvements, making strides, making memories with those we love, totally. Big or small, at the beach, or on the farm, all along the Eastern Shore. It's home, and Coastal Comfort is always here to keep you totally comfortable.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier Factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
18 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
The Berlin Chamber of Commerce presents the Berlin Fiddlers Convention, Friday, September 20th and Saturday, September 21st. Enjoy live bluegrass music and tons of artists' food and fun. Don't miss the Berlin Fiddlers Convention. More info at berlinchamber.org.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewis Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows, and pick the perfect peaches. Organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, A2 dairy products, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood.
The historic Lewis Farmers Market is now in the Lewis Elementary School parking lot on Savannah Road every Saturday from 9 to noon.
Just another perfect day at our beautiful Delaware beaches until on TV, accidents can be funny, but in real life, they're no joke. When accidents strike, the Law Office of Trapp Nichols here for you. Our experienced team fights for your rights, turning tough situations into significant compensation. Don't let negligence spoil your summer. Claim the justice you're entitled to. The Law Office of Trapp Nichols. Your priority is our priority.
Taylor Swift, after her big endorsement of Kamala Harris, how the childless cat lady could change the presidential election. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Accurate Termite and Pest Control. A new season is coming and so are the pests. They want in. Trust Accurate to keep them out year-round. Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
You're watching Coast Life, and fall is here. The best feature of the season, you know it's football. Who do you have going all the way this season?
Definitely the Eagles, without a doubt. Go Birds!
I'm not a fan, but I think it's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs.
Anybody but the Eagles. Or the Cowboys.
All right.
I'm going to go with Kansas City.
I think it's time for the Cleveland Browns to make a comeback.
I gotta say my Eagles.
Yeah, fly Eagles fly.
Fly Eagles fly, go Birds.
Hey.
Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, the Cowboys. I definitely can't root for them ever at all because my number one pick is the Eagles, of course. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! But we know that football is back, and maybe you've got opinions about it. We know you do, and you can share them with End Zone, one of our new shows on Big 107.7. We've got Rick Stokely and John Joynes joining us from the End Zone with their lovely jerseys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. So tell us about this new show, where people can find it, because it's a radio show, and that's where people can kind of participate live, but they can catch it after the fact as well.
Absolutely. So on Big 107.7 on Monday nights at 5 o'clock, we are going to have an hour-long show, just basically talking about the NFL, and we have call-ins, text-in. We're going to have what, panel of four of us?
The four of us, we pick games every week. It's just basically water cooler talk, just us talking football, what happened the Sunday before, and what we think is going to happen that evening on Monday Night Football.
There you go, there you go. And a lot of people do get fired up about football because no matter what you predict, what you say is going to happen, when it doesn't happen, they're going to yell at you guys. So are you ready for that?
We're used to it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And the four of us like to give each other, we always kid each other and joke around, so it's kind of a fun time. And the hour actually goes by really quick. Before we know it, it's like the last break and we're done.
Oh, I bet it does. So week 1 is behind us. Week 2 kicking off. Where do we stand? What are your thoughts right now? Give us a little preview.
Well, week 1, we're doing a pick on the show where we each pick one game and try to pick the winner. So I was the loser the first week.
Ooh, who'd you pick?
Because like most people, we're picking anybody who plays the Patriots. And I picked the Bengals and it didn't work out for me. But guess what I did for week 2? I picked the Seahawks. They're playing the Patriots.
Okay, there you go.
So Rick will probably be 0-2 as we head into
That's
week 3. So allow him to keep on picking against the Patriots. But it's a lot of fun, and that's basically what we want it to be. Fun and just water cooler talk and people calling, and the first week we received a lot of phone calls.
Good.
A lot of people called in, highly opinionated, which makes
I'm
the show
sure.
that much better.
That does make it work better, and I think with 4 of you, you can kind of balance out the opinions and the panelists and the callers a little bit. You know, hey, you field that one.
Yeah, well, Gary's kind of like the showman. Okay, he takes over and he kind of runs the board, and we have a good time. He just, you know, we point to each other, camera, and go in, go.
It is. It's a lot of fun, and I know I'm in a fantasy football league. It's an all-women's league that I'm involved in. Are you guys playing fantasy this year?
Unfortunately, yes. Again, it's like a donation for me because I never win, but I enjoy it.
So what I'm hearing is everything Rick says, do the opposite.
Do the opposite. I mean, I'm playing him this week. We're going head-to-head in our fantasy league. You know, he squeaked by last week. I think I'm going to get him this week.
So he will be 0-2 again.
So he'll be 0-2 again.
So yeah, basically what we're finding out is you're not very lucky, or not knowledge. There's something that's not working.
I'm a Ravens fan, and I like to go with my home team a lot.
I get that. There's a lot of loyalty, especially here on the East Coast. You know,
you're going with the Eagles no matter what.
No matter what.
Right. And he is a Patriots fan, so we all have who we like. I mean, I don't think there are any Cowboys fans out there, but you know
if there are, they're wrong.
They are wrong.
And I will readily admit the Ravens are much better than the Patriots this year.
And as a Patriots fan, you had a little something to show us, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if the NFL will allow me to show that off, but
okay,
yes,
gotcha,
on my extremely huge left arm and my bicep, there is a Patriots tattoo. Yes.
Now, was that a choice, or was that a bet?
My family's from Massachusetts, so I was kind of born into it.
Gotcha. So it was.
There was a time, I know it was a long time ago, there was a time we did win 6 Super Bowls that people have forgotten about.
Boo. Yeah. Whatever.
So by the way, news. The whole show, we always bust on Tom Brady. The whole show.
Good.
Everything's got to come back to Tom Brady.
A lot of Tom Brady hate on the show.
As it should. You know, I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. But as you can see, the show is going to be tons of fun. We started off saying who's going to the end. Who are your picks?
Well, obviously, I'm going with the Ravens. I know they're 0-1.
That's
not a good start, but I feel like they're going to, you know, Lamar and the team is going to start doing
Lamar
good.
was my quarterback last year in fantasy, and I won the whole thing.
See?
So.
Yep. A lot of points there with him. I think the Detroit Lions are going to win the Super Bowl. It's an exciting team. You know, a really good time in Detroit. They've been downtrodden for a lot of years, but I do have them beating the Ravens. So I think the Ravens are going to be have a really good season as well.
Okay, all right. You heard it here first. Ravens, and I like the Lions as a pick too. I'm always here for the underdog as well. So I'd be okay if that's what it comes down to. All right. Well, thank you guys one more time. Where people can tune into End Zone.
So 1077 Big. There's actually a free app you can download. Also, each week after the show, it'll be on Apple Podcasts. And then text or phone in to 443-971-1077.
There you go. You got it. But guess what? Thank you guys, first of all, for coming in and chatting with me. But we're not done talking about football. Madeline Overturf is coming in next to talk about how you can watch here on Coast TV. And that's on the way.
Join us for the Kickoff to Savings sales event going on right now at Preston Ford. Get $12,000 in savings off MSRP on select 2023 Ford F-150s. Save $9,000 off MSRP on a new 2023 Ford Bronco Badlands. These are just some of the deals. Explore our huge inventory online at PrestonFord.com. With over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, we're sure to have the perfect vehicle for you. Preston Ford, located at the corners of Routes 318 and 331. Remember, cars cost less in Preston.
Signs of poor eyesight aren't always clear to us. At Wink Vision Center, we provide the best possible standard of care to discover the signs and improve your vision. Our eye exams are fast, easy, and comfortable to ensure you and your family can see clearly as soon as possible. Shop the finest selection of designer frames from Tiffany to Vera Wang, Maui Jim, and Urkers. Need an appointment? We can get you in as soon as the next day. The choice is clear. Wink Vision, Ocean City and Cambridge.
Hey, bath guy, do you do roofs? Nope. Do you do lawns? Negatory. Do you do windows and siding? Not a chance.
At Peninsula Bath, we're your local pros for bathroom remodeling, and that's it. Top quality, customer focused, and competitively priced. Ask about our free shower door upgrade and our neediest bathroom contest.
Hey Dad, can you take out the trash?
No son, not a chance.
Peninsula Bath.
Muscle pain slowing you down? Invest in your health and wellness with Hot Spring Spas at Delaware Hot Tub Company in Lewis. Made with top-of-the-line technologies for a remarkable hydrotherapy experience. Clean and easy, 5 times the filtration and self-monitoring that tells you what it needs to maintain natural-feeling water. With personalized control and multi-level seating to target muscle groups and provide comfort. At Delaware Hot Tub Company, we believe your hot tub should take care of you, not the other way around. Visit Delaware Hot Tub Company in Lewis today.
positive, focused.
Supportive and goal-oriented. These are just a few qualities of coaches who inspire their athletes.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and make a $500 donation to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an extra donation to their program.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
Delmarva Sports Network Coach Who Makes a Difference. Brought to you by Preston Automotive Group.
All right, you guys, you just heard Leah talking about the new podcast, The End Zone. Now it's my turn to talk some football with the one and only Madeline Overturf. Maddie, welcome back.
Thanks, Paige.
Happy to have you.
I love being here.
Yes, well, we love having you. We also love football season. Are you excited for football season?
Of course. I mean, I know we're both football girlies, so yeah, very, very excited for that.
Do you want to share your team that you're rooting for, that you always root for?
In general, okay, so yes, I'm a lifelong Broncos fan because my family's from Colorado. We've had some rough times, you know? Yep.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, but my husband is a giant Green Bay Packers fan, so I really have jumped on the Packers bandwagon in the last, ever since we've been dating, because I'm like, they're actually good. So, I always root for the Broncos and the Packers, though if I'm honest, more for the Packers now because the Broncos just do it to themselves.
No, that's fair.
But maybe this is our year. I don't know.
Maybe so. Well, I'm going to ask you in a little bit. I want to know who you think is going to make it all the way. Not your favorite team, who you think is going to make it all the way. But we're going to save Maddie's pick for a little bit. Because first, I want to talk about football on Coast TV. You guys can watch it. When? How can everyone watch football?
Of course, Sunday Night Football, iconic. And I think we all know the Carrie Underwood song. You could hear it in your head. And it airs exclusively here on Coast TV. Pre-show begins at 7. We have a newscast at 6 before that, pre-show at 7. Some of the pre-shows will have actually news cut-ins in them as well, like a little 2-minute segment. So if you want to catch up on your local news, turn it on at 7. Game kickoff is, in the 8 o'clock hour, and then we go on right after the game, which sometimes it's 11:30, sometimes it's 12:30. You just don't know. But we will be there, and it's been really fun because, you get to watch an amazing game at work, and then you get to really follow that great energy and really bring our viewers into what's happening on Delmarva.
I love that. And I think it's fun for the viewers too because you get the best of both worlds. I mean, Sunday, you're getting ready for work the next day.
Mentally.
Yeah, but you want to stay up and watch the game so you get your news and your football and then, you're good to go for Monday.
And we do have actually exclusive content on Monday mornings, which since you are there.
I am there
on Monday. Yes, but we are having special pieces that we're airing specifically on Mondays. So when people after the game go to bed, wake up, they can tune in and see something that they might not have known or expected. And it's all content that we want them to help plan their week. Like you said, Sundays is really just the time to get in the zone, get ready for the week, and we're going to prepare them for that. Up to the minute news, weather, and we're going to have that for them right after the game.
I love that. You should never have to pick between your local news and your sports team.
Yeah.
So now you really just don't have to. This Sunday, we were just talking matchup. Who's coming up this Sunday?
Texans and Bears.
Nice.
So that'll be Sunday Night Football. I know. I mean, it's kind of funny, right? Like before I got into football, I was like, I don't care about those teams. And my husband has taught me it doesn't matter if you care about those teams. Your fantasy team, which Leah knows a lot about, talk about that. So it should be a good game, and I am excited to watch that. Of course, I'll be here to watch it, but we'll see who comes out on top. And people just get so excited about football. It's so American.
It is, isn't it? It brings us together. It also kind of causes some arguments, but in a friendly way.
Yeah, in a friendly way. And especially what's great about football night in America on Sunday Night Football is that pre-show I mentioned, they talk about all the games. It's not just that game. So if you don't care about the Texans, if you don't care about the Bears, that's your choice. That's fine. You can tune in at 7 and they recap stats. They recap all the games. So it is a really good way to get informed for the rest of your week and really your football prowess in general.
Definitely. Well, I'm really excited for Sundays. Looking forward to it. But it's that time. Before I let you go, who are you betting makes it to the end this year in the NFL?
So I'm going to be a bad fan and say I just don't think Denver has a chance in heck. That's not happening. I think the Packers could do it. I know Jordan Love's hurt right now, but we could get back a wild card range. So I gotta root for a Packers Super Bowl. But I also really believe, and I'm also kind of for our hometown team, rooting for the Ravens.
Yes.
They were so close last year, so I think that would be great. So what about you?
I'm hoping the Ravens as well. Last year I became a big 49ers fan.
What?
So I know.
Why?
Because I love Brock Purdy.
Well, who doesn't love
He's
Brock Purdy?
So sweet.
Yeah.
So I go off of who I like outside of football normally.
Yeah, I got you.
So I'm going to say 49ers, Ravens. one of them I'm hoping for the end.
One of them to the end, yeah. And I mean, they both were. I mean, the Niners were in the Super Bowl, so like they're all right there. So we'll see. And the Ravens would be great because it's Delmarva, and we have a ton of Ravens fans. And I would love to go see like a Ravens like playoff game in Baltimore. Like that would be super, super fun.
Yes, it'd be so fun. So we will see. We're going to come back to this interview right next year, whenever they play that big game.
Yeah, in February, or we'll get back to that.
Whenever they get there, we'll see who was right, and looking forward to it. So Maddie, thank you so much, and don't forget Sundays, hang out with Maddie, hang out with the NFL. Sounds like a good time.
We'll see you then.
Sounds good. All right, thanks Maddie, and you guys will be back in just a little bit, so hang tight.
Alec Mercer, fancy professor by day, Inspector Gadget by night.
It's completely irrational.
Exactly. Every crime can be explained by science. You ever heard of a hero placebo effect? Sunk cost fallacy. Patternicity.
Are you going to keep giving me Wordle clues, or is there someone I can arrest?
People are irrational, but predictably so. You want to learn more about zero-sum bias?
Among other things.
The Irrational. New October 8th on NBC and Peacock.
Hard workers need tough gear. Vernon Powell has the toughest and most comfortable workwear in the business. Work boots that work hard, like Timberland Pro, Carolina, and Red Wing, to Carhartt and Darn Tough socks. Only at Vernon Powell in Salisbury and Rehoboth.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. For over 75 years, we've continually engineered our equipment and processes to deep clean your entire home. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
There's still lots of great weather left to enjoy a new deck and a vacation.
With Paul Davis, you can have both. Our composite decking looks great. It won't fade, curl, or rot, so it's maintenance free and comes with our lifetime warranty.
Paul Davis will bring the showroom to you, take measurements, and give you a down-to-the-penny price that same day. And that vacation?
We'll give you that too.
Pay nothing for 12 months and get a luxury vacation for 2. Call today for a free same-day estimate.
Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Hard workers need tough gear. Vernon Powell has the toughest and most comfortable workwear in the business. Work boots that work hard, like Timberland Pro, Carolina, and Red Wing, to Carhartt and Darn Tough socks. Only at Vernon Powell in Salisbury and Rehoboth.
You are watching Coast Life, and picture yourself this Saturday enjoying a crisp, cool beer, sampling a few tasty ones from all the breweries we have in the area, and meeting some new interesting friends like Loki here. He's one of the kangaroos at Coastal Wilds in Frankfort, Delaware, and we're going to chat with Zach Bova about the Brews and Ruse event that's happening this Saturday. Coast Life, I hope your Saturday is free because you're going to spend it doing something really super extra cool and get in touch with the wild side a little bit out at Coastal Wilds in Frankfort, Delaware. That is where I am now, hanging out with Zach Bova. And right now, we're in the kangaroo enclosure. Everybody's kind of chilling this afternoon.
Yep.
Hanging out in their little dirt piles in the afternoon sun.
Yeah, a bit of a lazy day. They're resting up for Saturday's event.
Exactly. So let's get into, I guess first let's start with Coastal Wilds. If somebody's new to our area and they've never heard of you guys, it's a really cool little hidden gem here in Delaware, so tell us about it.
Yeah, thanks. So Coastal Wilds is a zoological park. We have over 35 unique species of animal ambassadors, including kangaroos, otters, and sloths, amongst other things. You know, we encourage people to go hands-on with a lot of our animals, or up close if you're not able to go hands-on. So you can sit in the kangaroo walkabout here and pet a kangaroo. You can swim with the otters. And for animals like our sloths, you can hand feed them a little snack.
Yes, and there is just something about those otters, man. They're so stinking cute. As we walked by to get into the kangaroo enclosure, like 4 of them came up to give a little high five, and we had to high five them. Because couldn't leave anybody hanging.
You can't. You got to give them all the attention you possibly can. They're adorable.
Exactly. So coming up on Saturday, people have an opportunity to grab a brew and hang with the Ruse. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah. So Brews and Ruse is coming up this Saturday. It starts at noon. If you're a VIP, you get early access at 11 o'clock. But guests will have an opportunity to come into the Kangaroo Walkabout and hang out with the Ruse for a little bit before getting a taster glass and making their way around for unlimited beverages with over 25 breweries.
Nice. I mean, that's a lot. How many years have you guys been doing this?
So this is our 3rd year doing it. Every year it's gotten bigger,
Yeah.
and we have some great live music. We have awesome food trucks. We have raffle games and prizes. We just want to put together this awesome party that actually is a fundraiser for Kids Saving the Rainforest, which is a really nice wildlife rescue in Costa Rica.
Perfect. So you get to have a little fun. It's all for a good, amazing cause. I see that maybe if you haven't been to Coastal Wilds in a while, you guys have done a little bit of constructing here too. It looks like there's some different or new or bigger enclosures.
Absolutely, yeah. We've been building a lot this previous off-season. We have some new features in the walkabout. We have some new features out by our ticketing area, a gem mining facility for the kiddos, and a number of other new acquisitions that we'd like to show off once you guys get here.
Perfect. So definitely plan on doing that, whether you're planning to attend Brews with the Ruse or just checking out Coastal Wilds on your own time, which they still have plenty of time to do. You guys haven't hit your official off season yet. You guys are still around for a few more months?
Yeah, so we'll be open until mid-December, mostly weekends. We have some other smaller special events coming up, but Brews and Ruse is our biggest one of the whole entire year, so you don't want to miss it.
Perfect. So if people do want to get tickets for either the event or just to Coastal Wilds in general, where should they go?
So you can visit us at coastalwilds.org, and you can always find us on social media for really fun photos and reels of all of our unique, adorable animal ambassadors.
Perfect. I think this would be a great trip, whether it's you and the kids, maybe just a cute little you and your man getaway, or you and your lady, and it's just going to be tons of fun no matter how you spend on planning it at Coastal Wilds. And don't forget the Brew with the Ruse, that is this Saturday, and it's just going to be a great time, so you don't want to miss it. But what else is a great time? More Coast Life, and that is what's coming your way.
Life is full of little moments. Joyous laughter. Playful dancing. Bright smiles. Never miss a moment. Built for brighter days. Shell Brothers Homes.
We were looking for our first house. We were growing a family. The Parker Group and our realtor, Jen, they were great. Helped us get our first home. That was a very smooth, easy process, especially for our first time. Family expanded a little bit more. We went right to the Parker Group because how easy it was the first time. And before we knew it, here we are in our next home, and we love it.
Our experience with the Parker Group was seamless.
Our realtor and the Parker Group was almost like a family in a way. They were there for us when we needed them. That was a big thing.
100% we would go with the Parker Group again.
See the beauty of Delmarva from a bird's eye view. Soaring over the shore, Mondays on Coast TV News at 6. Sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
Visit Western Sussex.
Treat yourself to a culinary journey like no other at Benvenuto. Delaware Today named Benvenuto as a 2023 Best of Delaware Dining and Event Restaurant, where the perfect fusion of comfort, exquisite flavors, and a captivating atmosphere awaits you. Our passion for exceptional cuisine shines through every dish as we artfully combine international flavors and fresh, locally sourced ingredients. With stunning spaces and a private room for special occasions, our breathtaking Tuscan design sets the stage for an unforgettable dining experience. Benvenuto Restaurant in Milford.
Save the date for the Meals on Wheels Delaware Beach Brunch presented by Fulton Bank on Sunday, October 13th from 10:30 to 1:30 at the Rehoboth Beach Country Club. Indulge in an upscale brunch paired with handcrafted cocktails, all while overlooking the beautiful bay. Local chefs will delight with hors d'oeuvres and desserts complemented by a range of beverages. Participate in our live and silent auctions featuring exclusive getaways and unique items. For full event details, visit mealsonwheelsde.org. Sponsored by Coast TV.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app today. Taylor Swift. After her big endorsement of Kamala Harris, how the childless cat lady could change the presidential election. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Before we let you go, we were talking at the beginning of the show about common human experiences that we don't want to admit, but they all happen to us. And one of those is maybe not understanding common phrases or sayings.
I think it's like where they come from
Right.
too. I mean, a lot of people get them wrong. Like I know nip it in the butt versus nip it in the bud, where like that was one of mine that I was like, it's not nip it in the butt.
Nope, it's bud.
But we were talking earlier about flying by the seat of your pants. And we were like, where did that come from? This is all an off-the-air conversation that we had. And I was like, well, maybe it's from like hanging your pants up on the clothing line and like the wind catches it and maybe the rear end of the pants fly up first.
Right, and then someone else was like, maybe it has to do with your fly, like your zipper. I thought you had said flying by the seat of your pants.
Oh, seat.
Or seam.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe we're all wrong and it's seam of our pants. That makes sense. But we did some research for you and we want to tell you where that saying came from.
Yeah, so apparently it comes from like the early days of aviation when, there wasn't a lot of control. There weren't a lot of controls on a plane. And so pilots really felt more how a plane was moving through the seat of the plane.
Yep.
So it was literally flying by the seat of your pants.
Yeah, they said it was like the one spot where you're connected to the plane, where your pants are touching the seat, flying by that feeling.
Yeah, and so like you really felt how the plane was reacting and adjusting that way so they could maneuver. Can you imagine the stress of being a pilot in the early days of flying?
Shout out to you guys.
You got to be truly fearless to have been that person.
Shout out to you guys. But yeah, if you ever were wondering or kept you up at night where that saying came from,
there you go.
That's why you watch Coast Life.
You got any more of them, send them our way. We'll look them up for
Yeah,
you.
there you go. Cool.
But we got to go. Coast TV News at 5. It takes things over from here. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow.